After a good night's rest, we woke up early with the sun as we wanted to have a head start with all the trails we had planned today. That way, we would be able to get to camp earlier this afternoon. We hit the road to get over to our first trailhead of the day, Red Mountain Pass. We made a quick pit stop to check out this very well-preserved mine. The Yankee Girl mine was one of the great silver and gold producers within the Red Mountain mining district. Unlike most mines in the San Juans, this one is very unique in the fact that it was a vertical shaft mine with a hoist house that housed the equipment used to lower the miners and raise the gold and silver ores. We continued our climb up Red Mountain Pass, passing along some old snow that still remained from the winter, and unknowingly about to be welcomed with some breathtaking views. We crossed over the $1 Million Highway, making our way over to our next trail on the route, Ophir Pass. Well, after a fun day of wheeling, we have found a beautiful campsite to stay at tonight. We pulled in very early, more so than we've ever done before. We're pulling in around, right now the time is around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's because there is a lot of people camping this weekend. Today is a Saturday, and everywhere we've gone, there's been just nonstop people camping. So that's why we ended up trying to get into a camp spot early so we can secure one, and we secured a pretty nice one. So we're just gonna hang out. We're actually gonna eat lunch now and just enjoy the views of this amazing campsite. With another great night of rest, we stopped in the town of Telluride to top off on fuel, as we hadn't filled up since the start of our adventure in Lake City. We made our way through the town over to what would end up being our favorite trail on the entire trip, Imogene Pass. Along the pass, you will see remains of many structures that remind you of the rich mining history of the San Juans. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you aren't. These videos take me a ton of hours to make and would greatly appreciate the support. This was an optional line that you could take on the way up that offered a bit more of a challenging line. You know, around here we like to take those harder routes.
I think you gotta take it at more of an angle. Yeah, stop. Let's reposition.
Well, we have officially reached the top of Imogene Pass, and the views up here at 13,000 feet are absolutely breathtaking. Hopefully you can hear me over the very windy time that is up here. It's probably 20-30 mile an hour gusts. So unfortunately no drone shots, but check out this view. After taking in all the views at the top, it was time to begin our descent. boy are regrets made when putting your camera down to record when you got another hill to climb at 13,000 feet of elevation. It's no joke. Well, we just pit stopped on our way down to stop for lunch because it is lunchtime and we were both getting pretty hungry. So we stopped at this kind of really nice look-off point, kind of overlooking the mountains there. And just so you guys are aware, just the carnage that's happening around us. These trails are absolutely no joke. So behind me, we got a K5 Blazer where you can see the rear axle is completely snapped and he lost a wheel. And then further down the hill, there's an FJ Cruiser down there that they're doing repairs to the front wheel, maybe a broken tie rod or something like that. So these trails are no joke. They are a lot of abuse on the vehicles. That's why it's always important to carry spare parts and tools.
So there is a second option, and we're going to see Richard take it now. There's a bridge, but in true Mandy fashion, we really got to take the hard line. Let's go check out that damage.
I'm not sure where Nicole got the damage report because there is absolutely...
It sounded like there was some serious damage.
There is absolutely no damage to the rear bumper of the truck.
Some goopy goop mud.
We still had a lot of daylight left after finishing Imogene Pass, so we decided to check out this nearby trail, Governor Basin.
that?
That's the one I was spooked about.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that right here, dipping into that hole. All right, I'm good, thanks.
Well, this is kind of our next obstacle we're looking at, and I'm sure the camera doesn't show it, but it's severely off camber. I would say that's probably easily 20 to 24 degrees off camber, and then you have to navigate this really rocky section where the rocks aren't really in the greatest spots, because some of the easier lines you have big rocks in the between, which are probably going to catch the rear diff, which we don't want. Richard already said he's 100% wants to turn around. He's not really used to this type of extreme off-roading, which I respect. We've already done some pretty fun stuff already, so don't want to push him out of, and don't want to push anybody that I off-road with too far out of their comfort zone. So we're probably going to turn back around and do the obstacle you just saw us come down again, but in reverse. Well, after a very long day of off-roading and some amazing scenery, after we kind of got off the trails, we started hunting for a camp spot, and every camp spot we pulled up to, it was taken by somebody. So we've been on the hunt now for about 2 hours for a camp spot, and this was literally our last resort, and we were able to stumble upon it and secure it. Not the most grand camp spot in the world, but I'll show you why. I'm pretty sure why this camp spot wasn't taken. So if you look behind me, you can see that is the road to get into this camp spot. And that is about a 20-degree angle of roll in order to get into this camp spot, let alone on that side there's a bunch of big rocks that you have to kind of crawl over. So I think the angle to get into this campsite deters a lot of people. So we were able to get it. Not the grandest camp spot in the world, and sorry we didn't film the entrance of the campsite. We were dead tired because we've been, like I said, we've been searching for a camp spot for about 2 hours now. But when we leave in the morning, we'll definitely make sure to record that, because in the morning we are splitting off from Richard. We're going back home, and then he's going his own way. So, but still kind of a beautiful area when you look around past the trees.
The next morning, we said our goodbyes and had a few miles to head down the trail before getting to asphalt. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more off-roading and overlanding content, and we'll see you guys in the next video.